Hey, sister, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh,
Happy New Year. How was the holidays?
Oh, no. My holiday was good. It was a blessing with, being with family, the kids, grandkids. We have a big family, about
Yeah.
23 of us. So, yeah, it was great. We
Oh, that's
could
awesome.
all get together at the same time. So we had 4 times we had to go places.
I love that, though. That keeps the season going. I love that.
That is true. Did you and Tim have a good holiday?
We really did. Yeah, it was great. We actually had the kids over for dinner. I did the traditional prime rib for Christmas dinner, and they absolutely loved that. But then we also went out of town on the 27th and went to a little place called Sholo, Arizona, North Arizona, and stayed up there for about 6 days over the New Year's. So that was really nice. And it's very private, peaceful, quiet. It's just like reconnect, relax, rest. And that's exactly what we needed to kind of end the year and begin the new year,
We just stayed home. That's we just watched I think we watched Stranger Things, the last episode, because the kids want to watch that. So we watched that and made hot chocolate and popcorn and
Yay! That's so nice. That's another
sparkling.
show I got to binge watch.
Yep, sparkling juice. Unfortunately, I was in bed by probably 11:30. So
I hear you. I was probably in bed around 10:30, 11.
I
was okay with that.
Must be getting old, or we're just. I don't say we're getting old. I say we have partied so much in our lifetime that it's time for us just to relax.
Exactly.
I would
Right.
go with that.
Right. I just say we're wise. We're aged like wine.
That's true. But to our audience, thank you and welcome for another fantastic year of guests on Within the Cauldron and Behind the Witch's Veil. Tonight we have some guests that we just love. We love all of them. They've all been on before, so you probably will recognize their faces. So tonight we are going to be talking about the difference, if any, comparison with the UK paranormal team and a USA paranormal team to see if there's any difference, which they might, don't know. But let's go ahead and bring on our good friends from the UK, Mark and Michelle from Dockside Spirit Seekers. Hi, guys.
Hi.
You doing, guys? We're all right.
So, how you doing over there?
We're doing all right. Yes.
Doing good.
I know it's so late, though. I feel so bad because you guys are staying up and it's like,
don't know.
2 a.m. Wow.
It's early for us.
We're night owls, aren't we?
We are.
Well, the good news is it's Saturday tomorrow, so you can sleep in, right?
Absolutely.
we love
Never
you
get
guys.
a chance to sleep in though, because there's always the pets need letting out, or the cats need feeding, or something like that. The kids can feed themselves, but the cats banging and meowing. Oh no,
Yeah.
lying.
Oh,
I have 3 of those. I know exactly what you're talking about.
same here. I know.
So much of a fuss, don't
Oh
they?
God, they do. Yes.
And then from the 13th floor, Haunted Media, we have our good friends, Dennis and Maggie. And Welcome, guys. Thank you for
Hello.
coming back.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, Dennis. Hey, Maggie. How are you guys doing? Thank you for coming in
doing
and
good.
joining us.
We're doing
We
good.
appreciate it. And we have a special guest tonight. He really wanted to come on, and of course, we don't say no because we love him as a friend. He's a good guy, and please welcome from Shared Paranormal, David Wells. Hi, David. How are you?
Good. How's everybody doing? Happy New Year.
Well, how are you?
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Happy New Year. We're doing
All
good.
right.
Now, David, you have a friend with you tonight that's a team member. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes. Healy.
Okay. And this is Keely.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi
Keely.
there.
Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you for joining us, and it's nice to meet you too.
Thank you for
Now,
having me.
David does have an announcement that he will be making later in the show, by halfway in. But right now, Mark, what is it that you would like to share with Dennis and Maggie about the UK way of ghost hunting?
I don't know, really. I like to think of the core of paranormal. We all investigate the same. I like to think, we all should have the same kind of, I won't say beliefs because we all got different beliefs.
Yeah.
The same ethics, maybe. But I don't, like I said, we've discussed many times what the difference between America and obviously the UK is. We don't have a lot of para-unity. There isn't a lot of that around. So, we get labeled quite a lot because we won't fake stuff. And we find the majority of people in this country, they tend to do that.
Yeah.
I'm afraid, unfortunately, for creative content or whatever it's called.
Or likes and follows and
It's
money and stuff, isn't it?
we
Gifts.
like to be more respectful. We don't get a lot of that over here, do we? They
No.
tend to be very disrespectful even for the spirits, and I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
Or you call out to the spirits and then do what Yvette Fielder does in Most Haunted and runs off. It's why, it's you ask them to do something,
Right.
it's you let them do something. So they took all that energy to do something and then you just run off. I find that very disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
It's we don't investigate that way.
No.
We try to learn the beliefs of different cultures as best we can. About our knowledge, can allow us to. And we like to do it the proper way. What we think's the proper way.
Yeah.
How you guys probably investigate might be different to ours. But and everyone's beliefs are different. But we love it. That's all I know. That's all I'm bothered about is we enjoy it. I like to learn. I love history. I've ever loved history since I was at school. So that goes hand in hand with paranormal. And we just love it, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Daytime, nighttime, don't matter when.
Yeah.
Well, we know you guys love it because you wouldn't be here at 2 a.m. if you didn't.
Right.
So, Dennis, how about you? Is there anything you want to ask how the Mark and Michelle, how they go on their investigations?
I mean, not really. I mean, I see the similarities between the UK and America. Some of the things you said, is true. People are in it for money, and and I come to learn this. If you actually pay attention to, like, let's take Sam and Kobe. Let's take Jake the Ghost Hunter. Let's take Omar. What's his mace?
Oh my gosh.
All these people who climb really quick in subscribers go to prove that they're faking evidence and they're in it for views and they're in it for the money.
Absolutely.
And you take those who are low, like we are. We're only 17,000 subscribers on YouTube. Okay. But the reason why we do that is because we keep our evidence legit. We keep it what needs to be legit. We are not faking evidence. We don't fake evidence. We're in it because we enjoy it. If you go and look at, we're probably maybe, I can't say one of the, well, maybe one YouTuber that's maybe low class in subscribers that's gonna, get an opportunity that we're getting, But the point that I'm trying to make is that if you actually look at statistic wise, when it comes to the paranormal, it is a gang warfare. People want to climb to the top. People will stab people in the back just to get to the top. It's a gang warfare. That's it, plain and simple. It doesn't matter who you know, who you think you trust, who you really trust. It's a gang warfare. That person you think is your friend will turn their back on you quicker than you can spin your head just to climb to the top faster than you.
Yeah.
But it's not about climbing. It's about the process. It's about enjoying the moment, enjoying the video editing, enjoying the investigation, enjoying it, So that's how I see it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Sounds like for witches too, you got some out there likes to be more elaborate, fake things and everything. So I guess it's everywhere though. Any field that you are in or any path or anything, it's like that. It's like a dog eat dog, So
It is.
That was succinctly said, Dennis. I love how you said that. It's warfare. I mean, it truly is. It's really sad. We've had our conversations with you as well as David as well, and about the para-unity, and it's just not there. It's unfortunate. We're all striving to get the same thing and want the same answers as everybody else, but there just never seems to be any coexistence or harmony to it. It's I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like there are journalists that go out there and they're having to get Billie Eilish, they got to go get a picture of her at a restaurant or something. And they, other journalists are going to step all over them. I don't know. It's really sad. It really is a sad situation. Definitely.
How do you both feel about pagan unity? I mean, is that something that, do you think in the paranormal universe we would need something like that?
That's a good question, isn't it? Really, it's
we need more para-unity.
We definitely need more para-unity for definite fact. It's the trouble is we get labelled as fake by the people that fake. I feel like how insulting that's like kettle calling the pot black. It's so many times we've had blatant fakers come up to us and says, your evidence is all fake. Ours is legit. I think you need to look the other way around. Because
we try and debunk everything, don't we?
Any of our team, I've said to them many times, if I find any of you are faking, I'll kick you out quicker than that. I'm not bothered. I'm not in it to gain friends. I'd like to have friends. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not in it to make friends or enemies.
Right.
I'm in it because I love the paranormal. I want to get the same answers like you guys. We all want the same answers that we're probably never going to get. But I want to enjoy getting there and doing what I can and doing it the right or correct way that we think. But the unity is not there. Will it ever be there? I don't know. Not at the minute. It won't be.
How about you, Dennis and Maggie? What do you think about that?
David,
how about the pagan unity?
No.
I mean, it'd be nice to have it.
I mean, it'd be nice to have it, but here's the thing. And I will, tell everyone on this, on this show. If you actually go, we went to the Sally house. Okay. Everyone's heard of the Sally house. Everybody knows about the Sally house. Little girl, demonic, blah, 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 blah. But me and my friend Kenny, who's on the team with us, we actually did a video And we were all hyped, all three of us, even Maggie was hyped to go to the Sally house and actually experience what people experience there.
Mhm.
And what did we experience?
Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely jack nothing.
Right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe a bathroom door opening up when you were upstairs using the bathroom and me and Kenny were downstairs watching the surveillance cameras.
Yeah.
Nothing demonic, nothing evil. The basement door was padlocked shut. And everything that you see on these YouTube, I'm telling you, on these YouTube high profile channels never happened.
Hmm.
Did it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
No
isn't it?
shadows, no
We
TVs
didn't-
turning on,
We didn't get any of that.
no freaking disembodied voices, no growl, no nothing.
Wow.
And we
Wow.
called that out in our episode of the Sally House. We flat called it out. And
I like that. I like that you do
Yeah.
actually call out
You do need to. Yeah.
for that. Yes, I do like that. Medium red.
we
You have a paranormal team that you work with.
Mhm.
Okay, so the same question to you. Do you think pagan unity is necessary? Needs to be here?
I do believe that we need it. We definitely need it. I feel like if we were more cohesive, we would be able to tag team with each other and share evidence and actually build upon each other's strengths and weaknesses. Where, say, for instance, I'm the medium, Mark's not. So, bring me in and I can help Mark and Mark can help me. So it's almost like, why don't we have that unity to be able to piggyback each other and help each other and give credit to each other? I think that it's a very wise decision. But yeah, again, the same thing that Mark and Michelle and Dennis, and I'm sure, and David probably experiences as well. It's warfare. I mean, I've experienced it. Unfortunately, myself, I consult with two different teams and, guilty by association on some things. And it's just terrible. So I actually even had to hire a lawyer because I was being lumped into something that had nothing to do with me at all. But I had to have my lawyer step in and have a letter, like a cease and desist letter, actually sent to the person because of the fact that I'm being lumped in and I'm not, and I didn't do anything. So it's like, you can
Fair.
actually really not do anything and have warfare.
Well, I'm not a paranormal investigator. I have the love for it. I do go with some friends and several teams in our state. Kind of like a little mouse in the quarter of, but I do have my, I guess you could call, ghost hunting equipment now that I got for our birthday. Yeah, I'm just excited to use that now. So, just from what I have heard from other teams that it's really needed with the paranormal unity because of like support system for each
Mhm.
other, proving and proving the fakeness and the real. But David,
Yes.
I have you being quiet for a reason. I think only S3 knows why. Um, do you think this is a time for your announcement?
Yeah, I do. About 17 minutes ago was actually more of a better time, but no, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I've heard of some small gatherings before of some people that maybe wanted to celebrate para-unity. But a couple days ago, I got approval from the Department of Natural Resources in Michigan to have an event, and it's actually going to be on the grounds of Parachaney, the ghost town, where 1,700 people died. The plague went through in the 1800s and wiped out half of them, and then 2 years later, it wiped out all but 12 people.
My God.
Now it's going to be primitive camping. It's going to be a para-unity event. Everybody from all over the world is welcome to come. It's going to be a
Love it.
two-day event. There'll be guest speakers. There'll be some programs. There'll be some contests. There'll be all kinds of fun. But the most important thing is we're all going to walk away with new friends in the paranormal field.
Love it.
You might be investigating with a complete stranger one night. We're going to mix them up. We're going to do, whatever we want, but we're going to get evidence, solid evidence. There's a lot of activity in the cemetery. It's rated like the second most haunted cemetery in the state of Michigan. But I'm going to focus on the old area the town stood in. I'm going to focus on some of the old buildings. I'm going to camp right down the center of town, right in the middle of town.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there'll be food trucks, there'll be merchandise there. It's gonna be almost like a mini con, but the focus is going to be on para-unity, working together, playing together, fellowship, and investigations, good ones. So I'm excited. I'm beyond excited. Like I said, I don't think it's ever been a gathering like this of this size anywhere yet that I've heard, but I want it to be a recurring event, maybe in other locations. But that's what's going to happen April 10th and 11th. So
Awesome.
That's
I'm
excellent.
writing it down.
Got to
Yeah.
remind me, sis. You got to remind
Well,
me.
I know. I always have my pen ready to go.
you get to,
I'm sure David will remind me too, though.
That's awesome, David. Congratulations on getting approval for that. That is completely awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's just going to be amazing. There's going to be witches and druids and investigators and all kinds of people there. So all walks of life.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And it's needed. It really truly is. It's needed.
That's
So
how it should be. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
right.
You know,
Correct.
none of us are experts. There's no experts out there, but we can all learn from each other.
Absolutely. Everybody has different methods. Everybody has different ways they do it.
Right.
And I might learn something. I might teach somebody else something. And Mark, you mentioned earlier about your team. If anybody, I guess, provokes or does anything they're not supposed to, they're out. And
Yes.
Keely will attest to the fact that that's the way my group is too. If you provoke or you don't investigate the way the guidelines are supposed to be, you're done.
Right.
Absolutely. It's because I pride myself on respect. That's how I was brought up. And I have old school values. I'm not saying I'll never say I'm the best investigator out there. I'm nowhere near that. But but all of my team, they're more experienced than me, but we all work together. Someone's strength is someone else's weakness. So we'll, it's so the strength will enhance the weakness, but they'll have a strength that's someone else's weakness. And that's how we like to operate. And it's the same with the spirits. We'll show the utmost respect as much as we can.
My favorite thing to say is show the spirits just as much respect as you do the living.
Exactly.
At least you should.
Yeah.
Like Dennis, you mentioned all these people that are mainstream YouTubers and they're getting all these hits that they're fake. If we start being a para-unity group of people, they're the ones that come to us and ask us if we want to investigate at their spot. Because they're going to know we're legit, we work together, we do everything right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So not to call any TV shows out, okay? We don't do that. But do you think some of the shows, the paranormal shows that is on right now, do you think some of them are really just hype, fake, money grabbing?
Probably all of them. Probably somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
They are in this country.
High percentage.
They do a lot of clickbait, don't they, over in the UK?
Yeah, there is a lot of clickbait in this country.
Is the UK?
It's but our TV programs, and I know TV programs have certain criteria that they have to go to. No one's, no one but us probably would watch something where nothing happens because we're used to it. We're seasoned investigators, so we're used to nothing happening. you know, but
Yeah.
you know, it's not to call any teams out, and I won't do, but we've got quite a few. Obviously, one particular one back in the 90s put the paranormal on the map for this country, but they're still going. I don't know how, but they're still going. But
I love that show.
You know, and it's but I don't get it. You know,
It's Hollywood.
The problem is obviously because we do public events as well, so we like to take the public around, and they come in and say, "Oh, well, this happened on this program. This happened." I says, "Forget the programs. You know, you're not going to see a total paranormal investigation on a program.
Right?
Still 3 days. You got to watch 40 minutes of it, and yeah, but this happens, and this well, not necessarily. You know, I always go in with an open mind and expect nothing, and you might get something at the end of it."
I don't know about you guys, but I've missed things on camera several times that I wish I would have caught on camera or audio. It's like, how do they know when to be there with the camera if they're not embellishing it a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
It's just their sidekick, you see. That's what it is. They know.
I can't even say, "Hey, turn it on right
now." With Mark and Dennis, when it comes, and even David, I should say, includes you on this. From different countries, do you use the same equipment, or is this something that either country doesn't know about on when it comes to equipment?
It's obviously some of the equipment over your end and our end differs in name, but name only. You know, the devices are very, very similar. We don't use a lot of equipment on our investigation. We tend to use ourselves. So I think you're always the best equipment. Yeah. You always will be. Yes. But we use the SLS. I mean, that's one of my favorite bits of kit if I'm going to use any kit. But the rest are pretty much, I think they're all the same, aren't they? You got the K2s over there, and that's what we use. You know, cat balls, things like that. Yeah. Obviously, you have the Alice box. Some of us have got that over here, but we have different versions of that. We have a spirit box, things like that. So they're all I think they're all the same, but just worded differently. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong.
That's what I thought. But you know, we try and compare here to see if there's any difference or not. Now, how about team members like mediumship? Somebody's a historian. What kind of members do each of you have on your team?
Well, we've got witches, we've got clairvoyants, we've got a medium. Steve does all the history research, doesn't he?
Yeah. He was told that's his job.
Yeah.
We have a caterer as well, so it's but you've got to have a caterer. You need a caterer.
Snacks and drinks.
Whoever makes the best cookies.
Sorry.
Someone to plan the menu.
Absolutely. That job's very important. It keeps us going. You know,
we do plan our snacks for the evening. Make sure we got our caffeine to get us through.
That's a big thing, though, isn't it? Is make sure you have plenty of snacks for you during the night.
And beverages. Definitely beverages, caffeine.
We've stocked up on Monster, energy drinks, a lot. You know, it's chocolate bars. It's not very good for the health, but you got to keep going.
Keeps the sugar and adrenaline going up.
Absolutely.
How about you, Dennis and Maggie? What? I know you've been on before, and we talked about this, but for those who's watching for the first time, what type of members do you have? What are the specialties?
So it's just me and Dennis, and then our friend Kenny. So we all kind of take turns doing stuff. Like Kenny and Dennis do mainly like the editing and stuff. Kenny does a lot of research to locations and history and stuff like that. What else would you say?
Kenny basically does the editing. I do editing too, but I deal with like the reels part of it. I also do editing for us too. So me and Kenny both do editing. We both film. We both do the filming, honestly. Trying to think of what else.
Kenny's good at like
I
looking up history and stuff.
Yeah, I'm the one mostly looking for the locations. He'll throw some at me and say, "Hey, can you look into this?" You know, he'll come up with some. He'll be like, "Hey, look into this." You know,
Can I send my editing over to you, Dennis?
I'm not saying my editing is top notch. His is better
I
than
don't
mine.
care.
I can tell you that right
It'd be
now.
better if my
He's-
stuff is sitting there not done. So
Yeah, no, Kenny's editing is like really, really top notch. I mean, if you actually see some of our episodes since he's been on board, I'm telling you, it is better than mine. And I can admit
he
that.
can crank them out in like
Yeah, he can crank
48
them out.
hours,
Yeah.
72 hours.
Wow.
nice.
And he will spend hours going through footage.
Yeah, I
and
think
literally
You're sending our
calling
stuff
me,
to you.
texting me, saying,
Yes.
"Hey, I got the Holy Grail right here. You got to see it." And but I mean, oh my God, I mean, there's evidence like that we've captured I mean, we just released actually a top 10 best of 2025 evidence, and yeah,
That's awesome.
It has where I was using the SEER device where it showed a picture of crutches, and there was literally crutches on the first floor of the county jail. There was a ball that got knocked down the stairs at Beale Manor. There was a chair that moved about 1/4 of an inch. There was a blood curdling scream. Me and Maggie turned around, finished each other's sentence in the Middle Point School. There was a shadow that was caught at Broadwell that was featured on Nuke's Top 5. And then the shadows that we will all see later on a TV show later. That's all I'm going to say about that on in the old county jail. What else was on there in top 5? Oh, we disembodied voice, a female disembodied voice in the attic of the Beale Manor, and also footsteps. And we also captured a whistle that was a tune in the
County jail.
Yeah.
Oh
So
wow, that's cool.
yeah, so there was a lot of evidence that we captured in 2025, and like I think our most watched video was the final chapter of the Beale Manor when we actually closed the doors on that place. We went back and
we're
closed
gonna
the
go
doors.
back again.
We'll probably go back down the road, but for now we closed the doors.
It's only like an hour from us, so
Yeah. But again, and when it comes to evidence, if you watch it, you will tell that we could not fake any of that. Our reactions are real. Everything you see is you will replay and be like, no, you can't do this. This is where I tell people that, like I'll give you an instance, which again, I don't care if they don't like me anyway, but I've called people out on TikTok and I've called people out on YouTube, and I've told them, like, you're running with a narrative to spin it for your own views. And you can't do that. You got to be able to debunk. Like, I tell people, because some people will defend these people, and I'm like, look, what you see is not what you see. Because you can sit there and you watch what the left hand's doing, but you don't know what the right is doing. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
someone could be,
Yeah.
it could be a 3-team, 2 people having a camera, one person can be somewhere else making noise. Someone can be somewhere else off camera
Right.
doing something. You know, it's easily scripted. You can script it
Yes.
Yeah.
and make it look real when it's not.
Well, Dennis, help yourself to that video and debunk all you want. I would love you to do it, and I'd love you to put it out there, because unfortunately that particular person is one of those people that has to constantly create things to put them in the limelight. So all yours, baby. You can have it. You have my blessing and my permission.
And
Well, yeah, I mean,
David, how many members do you? Oh, I'm sorry, Dennis. So you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
I was
interrupt.
just going to finish. Like it's and again, you know, and it's just crazy how. And then in the end, and Mark and Michelle probably agree with me, is that in the end, the people like us who don't fake evidence and actually show real emotion, real fear, real like reaction, it kind of makes us look bad, because the people that are faking to get views and money is it's taking a toll on us who take this for the love of the passion, for the love of the, you know, rush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I agree to that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
you know,
Amen.
yeah, like, you know, like right now we're sitting in my haunted room. If Mark, you don't know that, but I am in my haunted room. I have over 100 haunted artifacts around us right now.
I'm jealous now.
I do. And Chrissy and Red knows this, because we were in here when we first went on their show. And yeah, and some of the items we have in here are dangerous. I seriously have a high chair that is an 1861 high chair. It possessed a 1 and a 3-year-old and murdered them. It has a dark energy to it. It has a Ouija board for a tray table.
Oh my God.
That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, the lovely parents they were.
Right here. I
love the look on David's face.
We would actually get into that here in just a moment.
David, your face was awesome.
How many members do you have on your team, and who do you have for different positions?
Oh, is that aimed at us? Sorry.
I think I took him by surprise with that.
I mean, we've
got about 28.
I think we've got about 28 members on our team. Obviously, we don't all investigate together because it'd be a mass stampede. But you know, for up and down the country, because obviously we, like I say, we do public events, so you know, we need hosts sometimes, this, that, and the other. But they've all got their little roles, you know, at the end of the day. But we, like I said, like Michelle said, we've got a varied mix of skills and abilities, and what's the other word? I'm terrible for words. Gifts. There we go. Gifts. I'll go with gifts. That sounds like a good word.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not one of them gifted ones. I'm one of these ones that I'm a typical soldier. I go in with boots on the ground. So it's
yeah, but you're getting better.
My gifts. I tend to sense things more than anything else. That's what I do. I know. I can tell when the dynamics have changed in a building. And I've learned that more from Michelle than anything else.
So,
oh wow!
So you're paranormal sensitive? Are you paranormal sensitive? Mark, are you paranormal sensitive? Are you paranormal sensitive?
You are, aren't you now?
I've always said I'm a very sensitive person, but no. But no, it's I can be sensitive. Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you an example. So like I can sit in this room and sometimes I can feel the energy shift in here. Sometimes I like I can feel like there was one time a while back, or was it a little bit ago, like I think it was like maybe a couple weeks ago, we were on TikTok investigating my collection, and and I again we'll get into my collection, I'm sure, because Chrissy and Red like to touch base on my collection because they love it. But I have a clown that is sitting on the floor diagonal from me right now on my left hand side right here, and this clown is actually, it's got a dark energy to it again. But I was close to it, and and I do use Ghost Tube sometimes, and I was running it, and it said on your right hand side, because I was like, okay, there's something. I felt something cold around on my right hand side, and it came back and it said on your, or I think I asked, I don't remember if I asked, like, is there something around me, and it said right hand side. Well, there's just one. I would look over to my right, and there's only one thing that was right to my right hand side, and that was the clown. Now, so now when it comes to being paranormal sensitive, sometimes you gotta be careful, and I'll tell you why. Is because one Halloween, I do have a military flag that has ties to 9/11. We believe it was a military police or something, and it was involved somewhere in 9/11. I don't know if it was in the Pentagon or maybe the World Trade Center at the time it happened. But when we were investigating on Halloween, somehow that energy of that flag, no joke, and this is on our TikTok channel, somehow that energy of that flag, somehow, what's in red, you agree with me, it's called spirit jumping. Okay. It will jump in you because it wants you to feel what it wants you to feel what it felt.
Correct.
Okay?
Yes. Right.
So whatever was attached to that flag jumped in me. And when it jumped in me, I started seeing really quick flash visions. I couldn't make them out, just real quick. I wasn't feeling right. I was feeling lightheaded, dizzy, wasn't feeling right. And my wife and Maggie was still asking questions, and we were getting questions like, coming through like dead and stuff. And all of a sudden, I just broke down in tears and started crying. Like literally just broke down. And I think at that time it was trying to communicate through me to my wife, trying to tell Maggie, like, hey, I am sad for what happened to me. I want you to know this.
Yeah.
And and Maggie got me out of the room so she could get the energy off of me. Now, what the good thing is about having Maggie with me is that, and I've had mediums tell me this before that are friends of mine, that she is good to have because she can ground me and get me out of the situation. She don't understand that me being paranormal sensitive, what kind of situation it can put me in. Now, I will put myself in that situation because I want the evidence, but when it gets a little too close to the chest, that's when Maggie's like, dude, you need to go. You need to go outside, get it off, take a breath. I know what's going on. Let's go, but, so.
And it can hit you like that though, can't it? It really can.
Yes.
We've been to some, we've got something here called the Husker Memorial. And that was, I'm not very good with dates. I'm terrible with dates, but it was when all the kids went down the pit mines. And where is it? So obviously it's somewhere below us in the UK anyway, Barnsley and Yorkshire. And was it 28?
26 children.
26 children died down that mine because there was a flash flood. And they tried to come up through the day hole, as they call it, day shaft. And it was completely flooded out, and they just drowned. And we went there because I'd never heard of it. And Michelle took me there, and obviously the day hole's been backfilled now, completely backfilled, a little wooden fence around it. And for some reason, I had this desire. I wanted to climb over this fence and go stand on the top of this day hole, and I felt how them children felt, and I, being former soldier, I don't get scared very easily, but I had a sudden scared feeling, a sudden sense of dread, choking, and it just felt like I was gasping for air, drowning. And I've never run from a location in my life, but I had to rush back to the car, and I, for one, was in floods of tears. I said to Michelle, I don't want to go back there again.
Yeah.
let alone investigate. I couldn't investigate it. It's, and like I say, it's very traumatic. You feel that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
And
Wow.
being sensitive, being sensitive is sort of like next to being a medium, but I think it's like a low grade. Am I correct, Red? I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm an expert, but it's like low grade for mediumship. You can
Mhm.
feel the energy, it can jump you, but you can't really feel what
communicate with it or name it or listen, hear it.
literally
Yeah.
or stuff like that. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask, there was a question. Someone asked me a question. So the
Yeah.
light,
Somebody asked you about what the dress hanging up behind you.
it's
So what is
actually it's a handmaiden's apron. It belonged to a African American female in the 1900s. The claims of it is that you can see the apparition in windows. She will appear in windows in full apparition. So it is a 1900 handmaiden gown.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep, that's what it is.
That's something. Now, I want to switch things over to David for a little bit. Now, I know you have members of your team, and you have different positions from where we talked to you last and everything. And how many do you have now on your team?
Right now, 4. There's about 3 more recruits that I'm going to be talking to soon. Keely, like I said, was my first. She takes notes during my podcast and does some research, does some designs and stuff like that. So she's very valuable on my team. But like I said, I had you have Catherine Cyrillos, who's a channeler and medium parapsychologist. She's in Greece, but she does some remote stuff for me while we're doing investigations. It's been very helpful.
That is cool.
That's excellent.
And Keely, I know you've been back in the background just listening and everything.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add from yours and David's team, or you want to add to with Mark and Michelle or Dennis and Maggie?
I do have one question about the haunted high chair thing. Was the Ouija board on there to begin with, or did somebody paint it on later? It just seems like an odd thing to put on a high chair, so I
It does.
Totally.
that was my question.
Yeah.
That is.
Dennis.
So
Oh, sorry. What was the question? Sorry.
So that's okay. Keely was asking on the height chair if the Ouija board was added after, if it was painted on there after, or like she just said, it's a very odd thing to have on a high chair for.
Just a bit.
I might be able to flip it around. I don't know. Let me see. So
Now,
If
do you
you-
use curios as a planchette? Is that what you do?
hang on. I might be able to flip the camera around where you guys can see it. But
said his chair.
but if you look, it's an actual Ouija board and it's
Oh yeah,
actually
you can see it.
Wow.
it's actually cut. So
Oh, it's actually engraved.
wow.
yeah, but it's cut right here.
Uh-huh.
So it's already destroyed.
Hmm.
So what it was is a mother lost her infant, and she thought that creating a Ouija board and attaching it to a tray table would bring back the dead infant, but it brought back something darker.
Right.
Yes.
You can ask Maggie. I was actually holding a spray bottle of holy water, and I asked it bluntly, the dark energy that's attached to it. I said, if you can see me holding this bottle, light up the REM pod, and it literally lit it up. I've had voices come across behind the white noise behind the spirit box and said, I was telling the story to people live, and the dark energy came right behind the white noise, very faint, and said, "They're all dead."
Oh wow.
So, I had one of my friends that's a medium come over, and we were investigating because she was channeling it, and we actually pulled the mother through, and we thought we could get the mother through, but the the dark energy was suppressing the mother after a while. So
That happens. Yeah.
yeah, and she actually she was actually starting to cough for a minute because she said she started having visions of of a child in the high chair just literally having flies come out of their mouth.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now-
that thing is that thing ain't no joke. And I house it in my collection to keep out of harm's way.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
So,
We have to though,
Michelle,
don't we? It's
I know you have lots of haunted items too,
Yeah.
you and Mark. Do you care to show us any items or
Yeah, here on
talk about?
well, we've got a little clown. We've got a little porcelain clown, but he's not got a dark attachment. He's got a nice light attachment to him, and I love clowns, so it's
Yeah, it'll
I'm glad you
just,
do because I don't.
it's just going to pop and get some.
we're not in the same room because obviously
That's wild.
So we're touching on children a little bit. Let me interject something here real quick. Parrot Cheney, when the plague went through, killed mostly children. And there are a lot of children's voices, children playing, small handprints left on people's cars when they visit the cemetery. And I found out the other day that there were 2 buildings left in the town. Both of them were relocated. Both of them are residents. Somebody's living in them. One is a log cabin, and the other one is the old schoolhouse.
Oh, wow.
So my first order of business when I go up there to shoot the promo is to visit with those people and ask them, because with the number of children that died in the plague, there's got to be a lot of spirits trying to go to school.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's all
Oh,
they
yeah.
know. And I'm big on
Business
trigger
as
on
usual in that schoolhouse.
Yep. That's my feeling. And I haven't even been there yet. So I'm definitely going to ask the residents if they want to do an investigation.
Can I ask a question?
That's cool.
Yes.
Oh, I was just wondering, like, so when you say they're going to school, do you think they know that they've passed on, or do you think it's just a normal day for them?
No,
Or
I
is
don't
it
think they
like-
know. I don't think they
Right.
know.
I have to
Anybody
agree
else
with
wanna-
David. If it was something that was so horrific and so sudden that oftentimes I was on a case where a gentleman didn't even know that he had a heart attack and died. He had no clue. So sometimes that does happen where the spirits don't recognize that they're dead.
Yeah, it's just like I told you guys last time we talked in my house in Tennessee, between the houses, there's
That's
a
right.
soldier, a Civil War soldier that walks his post every night at 10:30. You could set your watch by it. And I know that he got hit with a musket ball and got up and just kept right on doing his job. He's been
Right.
doing it ever since. He doesn't know he's dead.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
it does happen though, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
we deal
Mark,
with a lot of that.
what do you have for us?
I've got. We've got a lot. Mainly, we've got the dolls that have got attachments. So obviously that one there is just a little clown.
Oh, it's a little.
Oh, it's
I
a
love
cute
clowns.
He's
I
a
don't
cute
like
little
dolls, but I do
clown.
like clowns, and that's inhabited by a spirit called James. And James was a teenager, and he was into drugs. Bless him.
He'd been in
Oh.
prison.
He'd been in prison, and he stole from his parents, and this, that, and the other. He was a nice guy, obviously. You know, he'd obviously just got in either bad time or bad crowd, and he actually died from drugs overdose. He was found, I think, with a needle either in his ankle or his hand or something like that. And he's very remorseful for what he did. And we've tried to work with him quite a few times, try and coax him out. He's a little bit shy, a little bit quiet, but he's happy. He says he's happy to be here with us, you know, and we'll respect him. And he pops up every now and again when we do a live at home or something like that. And he's a lovely guy, isn't he? He really is.
He
It's a
is.
pleasure to be here. You know, we do have another one of the dolls. I would be all night if I brought one of my dolls in. I don't like dolls. I'm petrified of dolls. So to hold this one is she's lovely.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
But that's more. This is more Michelle's area that she likes, and she's called Evie. No, she was
She's,
elderly, weren't
yeah,
she?
she's elderly.
She's disabled,
She likes
bless her,
dancing.
but she liked dancing.
But
Oh.
Her husband cheated on her. Yeah.
bless her.
Again, she's very quiet, which doesn't go with this household because none of us are quiet in this house. I don't know why she is quiet. I don't know, but it's
One
she
day
doesn't like
she'll be. Can you
different
guys
boxes.
be quiet,
She doesn't like
please?
that we've got. So
What was that,
it's,
David?
So one day she's just gonna yell out, "Can you guys just be quiet?"
Yeah.
yeah, it's Michelle's one of Michelle's because Michelle's got an attachment, bless her, and is
I've got two.
well she got one that's very very dark. You know, she's had that for quite a long time, and she's got another one of a little boy. What was his name again? Herbert.
Mm.
And he's from a long time ago, and he's a street urchin.
It's from the 1100s, isn't he?
Yes, and he follows Michelle around. I don't know if she reminds him of his mum, maybe something like that. But he's one of those ones who live on the streets. If you want to know something, he'd know about it. You know, Paul Herbert. And we got this from a couple of mediums, and I remember one night it was early morning. We'd just gone to sleep pretty much. So it was about 4 o'clock because we're night owls, like we said. And all I could hear from Michelle was, "Herbert, this isn't the time. Stop it!" And it was tapping on the side of the bedside cabinet, and he did it again. She said, "Herbert, no, this is not the time. You know, we're trying to sleep here."
Right.
So he went to the TV. This at the other end of the room, and he tapped on the TV. You know, and I heard it this time, and so I said, "No, James, Herbert, pack it in, please. You know, we're trying to go to sleep. Go and play with something if you want to." The next minute, it was around my side, tapping on my bedside cabinet. He's very, you know, it's a person after my own heart because I'm exactly the same. I'll be terrible when I'm a ghost. I'll tell you, I'm going to be terrible. So
I definitely know you.
we don't have that many haunted items or attached items with attachments. We're trying to get more as we go along. You know, it's because we want to get a room like you guys have got a room and get some haunted items.
Well, we've got two Dibbit boxes as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Did I ever tell you the story, Mark, when we first interviewed Chris McKinnell? Dennis and Dave, if you know who Chris is, he's the grandson of Ed and Lorraine.
Legend.
When we first interviewed him, we went for an hour. As soon as we talked about Annabelle, it cut off at 6 minutes. It just cut off. And it did not record, which we did not know because it showed live.
Yeah, so you're not going to know, are you?
And as soon as we talk about Annabelle, it cut off. And we didn't know that until the audience was messaging. Saying, "Hey, what's going on?" And then Chris is like, "What happened? I thought we did an hour. Don't know what happened. Don't know. I'm not going to say it's Annabelle, but
you never know."
I mean, I don't believe in
it's too coincidental, though.
No, but I don't believe in those. Things happen for a reason.
Yeah,
you know, and we know she's, you know, well, we know a power very much. So it's obviously don't set buildings on fire. No, of course we don't. That's overhyped. But she is, you know, she's just come with a warning for a reason.
Yeah,
right.
You know, she's nothing to trifle with. She's got some kind of something attached to her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
I don't think she did anything to the podcast. I think maybe it was at our end or maybe Chris's end or something that happened. So, but yeah, so we just told the audience that it was tech difficulties, but you know how some people they're like, "Oh no, it wasn't. It was Annabelle." It's like, hey, you wanted to speak Annabelle, okay?
I mean, I can tell you when we're investigating our negative items live, she'll tell you our internet will go in and out. It will mess with it.
Yeah.
But like I said, and you know, I'm not trying to, make their collection look small, but you know, in this room, you know, I have pieces from the Demon House from
Wow.
Gary, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I just got chills.
They'll
Yeah.
yeah. You can grab mine.
Definitely.
They're closer.
And I'll show you. I got items from the Demon House.
Need more items.
Here.
We do.
See,
I
Are you going to give us nightmares tonight?
Demon House.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, that's
Wow.
awesome. That
Yeah.
really is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We need more.
And
We definitely need
when I
more
was
of those.
investigating it, I did,
Sorry,
I did ask if it messed with Zach's eyes, and it came across and said yes.
Wow.
It's,
Oh God.
Well, Zach
Yeah.
has he demoed the house. He took because the basement, I guess, is the most haunted aspect of that particular house. So he took the stairs leading down to the basement, and he took dirt. He actually took I can't remember how many feet of dirt. Had all of that brought in to his
That's cool.
museum.
Mm.
He had
Mhm.
some of the items that were in that he found in the dirt. He has them on the stairwell. Like there was a doll and some like a broken bottle or something like that. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
when you go into that, you don't get to go into that basement, but he's created an ante room that it's almost like a shed where the doors come up, and then you can look in to the room as 3 different corners here.
Yeah.
And you can feel that negative energy. Definitely very heavy.
I own a piece of siding and glass, part of the tree, some of the soil to the Demon House. The other one I showed you was Bobby Mackey's. I own part of the floor, part of the stud, part of the dirt from the well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The well. Yeah. Let's see what else. I own true crime items. I have things from Ed Gein to John Wayne Casey to Jeffrey Dahmer to
That's
Bonnie
amazing.
Clyde to Charles
Yeah.
Manson. I own parts of his hair.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I own wheelchairs that are behind us, rocking horses, dowels, phones that were used in coal mines in an explosion, old handcuffs.
Now, Dennis, can I ask you, do you have that room blessed?
We actually have 2 blessed items on each side of the door.
Okay. I was just wondering because I really don't want to walk in the room.
That's very dark, isn't it?
What-
I was like, are we gonna? Did you put some some salt there too at the doorway?
Once we
Hey,
shut the
Dennis?
door, it contains everything. Now I can tell you how it contains it, and I can tell you this too, and I'll tell you a story real quick. This is real quick. So back in the day, I had a friend who was a medium that was doing a reading on me, and I had actually this rocking horse that's sitting next to Maggie over here on her side was out of the room, and it has a disabled 5-6-year-old boy attached to it. And when she was doing a reading on me, she goes, yeah, there's a 6-year-old boy behind you. And I was like, oh, it must be attached to the rocking horse because we had it outside. And at the time, she goes, yeah, he wants to go play with your kids, but he can't. And I said, why is that? Because he was told that he had to stay downstairs and he couldn't interact with your family. When I had every item in this room, I told everything in this room. You are not allowed to come upstairs. You're not allowed to interact with my family. You need to leave my children alone. And she verified that from that
Little boy.
that little boy. Yeah.
My God.
And she never knew any of that. Never told her nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time we were live on TikTok and she actually called another rocking horse that we had that was outside of the room and not in the room. Yeah, it was crazy. So But yeah, so everything that is in this room is pretty much in this room. It will not we barely get any paranormal activity upstairs. Barely. When we do, it's maybe sporadic and once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Because everything is isolated down here.
You got like a disembodied voice a couple weeks ago.
Which was weird, which was like around in the 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like turning on my TV, and all of a sudden I heard like this sound like a female moan. It was just like out the blue. I don't know, like it was just really weird. But yeah, but everything in here, like there are people that are like, you know, that are on our lives are like, man, I want to come and see your collection. I want to investigate it.
You're right.
You know, I want to see what we capture. But see, the thing is like I told them, they're more than welcome to, because this room is used to me and my wife's energy. I want to see someone. I want to see someone else's energy in this room. I want to see what would happen if someone else was in this room. Actually, our oldest, our 13-year-old, actually sat in here 30 minutes alone. No flashlight.
That's a lot for a 13-year-old, especially.
To get to sit still.
Yeah.
There was no
around
him. Yeah, there was tapping on the glass from the from Helen, which is a demonic doll behind us. You could hear tapping on the glass. You could hear movement all around him, and he survived 30 minutes flat. Survived. Good. I actually gave him 15 minutes with a flashlight and 15 minutes without, and he did just fine.
Wow, that's awesome.
We only got about 15 minutes here. Any last words from anybody? Mark and Michelle, I know you guys look like you've already passed out.
No, that's fine.
But actually, are we?
No.
Yeah.
Do you have any last words for Dennis or David or Keely?
No, I'll just say that it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you all. You know, we love it. We love you guys over there. It's fantastic, and we class it as a real privilege and an honor to be invited on here. It's to speak to people that are like-minded, you know, and share all our stories. Obviously, we haven't got as many as everyone else has got, but
we've got a few.
We've got possession stories and things like that, or attachments, should I say? And
yeah, we had to deal with two last year, didn't we?
2 last year we had to deal with, yes. So it's, but no, we find it a privilege and an honor.
It's always great to have you on.
We'll come over to the States one day. I'm going to make it a mission to come over there.
Absolutely. I would go to the UK and visit you. I never been to the UK.
We're not doing it the same day because our planes all fly over each other.
It's our luck, yeah.
This is true.
Yes. David, any last words from you?
I was just going to say, Dennis, I know one thing that you probably need in there that you don't have. And that's a shared paranormal t-shirt.
Oh, there you go.
That's all the commercialization you're going to hear from me.
Well, Dave, I'll send you a medium red shirt if I can get a shared paranormal shirt.
Deal. The new design that's included in the merch pack is out and available for pre-sale before April. So if you check out my Facebook page, you can see it.
It's down, it's down below. We have everybody's website or Facebook down below. So please grab that and check it out. And I saw the t-shirts and they're great. I like them. And how about you, Keely? Do you have anything you would like to say for last words?
I'm just really I'm happy that I got to meet all of you. It was a pleasure meeting everyone. Yes. It's cool because I don't really get to share these things with people around me, except for my partner, who I'm just now getting into these things. So it's pretty cool to meet like-minded people. So thank you guys.
Well, you're welcome. You're always welcome to come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Medium and Red and I, we love talking about this. So yeah,
I'll definitely keep you guys' name. Thank you.
Thank you. Dennis and Maggie, any last words from you guys?
Well, thanks for having us. We always like chatting paranormal and sharing stories and sharing our items. So
anytime you guys want to come on, just shoot us a message. We can set something up. Even last minute, we have done lots of last minutes.
My advice is, just keep true to yourself. That's all I can say. I tell everyone, even when we don't get evidence investigating my collection live on TikTok, I do apologize to everyone, but I tell them the straight facts that sometimes you're going to catch evidence, some days you're not. It is not like you see where you get evidence every day. It's not like that. The truth is you're going to get it in certain times, certain days, certain rotation. I do believe it's based on the moon, right? I do believe it's based on the time, and so a lot of those things play a factor. But my thing is be true to yourself, be true to your evidence, and just keep yourself 100 real. As long as you do that, people are going to like you more and want to investigate with you more.
That is correct. Yes. I appreciate all of you guys to coming on, and I know my sister does too. And we love doing these podcasts, and we love making new friends. And anytime you want to come on back on again, like I said, open invites for every one of you guys. Hate to let you guys go. I can talk all night, but I know I can. My sponsor would be killing me about now, probably. But I just want to say, just hang tight. We are going to end the stream, and I'll bring you back up after we end it. Okay, so to the audience, please subscribe to our channels and also to David's and Dennis and Mark and Michelle's channels. And check everybody out. Check out Paranormal Unity that's coming up. And hopefully I can have David back right before it starts, so we can just remind everybody about it. And I just want to say blessings to all and good night.
Here's to a happy new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy hunting.
Yes.